Those who accept theosophy are inspired by a constant search for divine wisdom and God's kingdom within. The essence of theosophy is the search for truth and the belief in a universal brotherhood, belief in the absolute, in God as the source of all that is visible and invisible, the source of everything that exists, and to which all things are returning. Theosophy is the belief in the eternal law of absolute love, compassion, and mercy. It teaches the acceptance of the laws of karma and reincarnation. Theosophy believes in the evolution of the immortal and eternal nature of man, influenced by the spiritual soul of the world and divine law.
He pestered Helena Petrovna to share her knowledge with him. He wanted so much to return to Russia as a great magician, just as he described in his novel Magus. But Helena Petrovna often said that those who paid such eager attention to astral flights and letters of Mahatmas were like small crawling worms on the shoes of a well-dressed man.
Oh yes, Vera Petrovna. So psychic phenomena does not mean anything. It's trifle. But the teaching of theosophy, that's what's all important. That was the important thing, wasn't it? Come on now. Your sister discredited the Christian church and planted ideas of primitive idolatry in people's minds. She mixed everything together and called this mixture a new religion. Your greatly respected sister created confusion in the minds of the Christian Orthodox. And you, a clever and intelligent woman, asked me to exonerate her?
It was Mr. Solovyov who tried to frighten the Orthodox Christians. As it happens, I never betrayed the Orthodox Church and was never afraid to put a cross on my chest or enter the church, as was the case with one certain acquaintance. Now, Mr. Solovyov, we found your weakness. Let me remind you of one of your memorable walks through Paris. It seems to me that we can talk about it openly now, without confusion. It was Tuesday, June 5th. We had a long walk with Mr. Solovyov. He told me that in his childhood, he used to fly above the trees. He remembered it very well. What an enthralling fantasy. Quite unbelievable. Then we came across a Russian church, a very beautiful structure. It was strange that Mr. Solovyov did not want to enter it, not for anything in the world. I asked him why, but he gave me no explanation. My sister wrote about theosophy, not about a new religion, but it is a profound philosophy that encompasses all the ancient creeds. Regarding my sister's view about Orthodox religion, they were very well known to Mr. Solovyov. And if he has forgotten, perhaps I can remind him.
That's enough, Vera. You have been insulted enough by this man, because of me. It is true that you felt that you needed to protect me when I couldn't do so myself, but you had to face so many problems because of the gossip that this man generated. For 15 years I worked for the benefit of mankind. I tried to amend my sins. And what of it? Here I am, covered with mud. Covered with mud. And who did this? Solovyov. Solovyov, the great sinner. He was the one who flung the first stone at me. He betrayed me, just like a Judas. Listen, Vera, this is the honest truth. I am not a Christian nor an Orthodox, but I believe in life beyond the grave, the last judgment and retribution. The ideal of Christ is clearer to me every day, and I have never, and will never, express myself against the Russian Orthodox Church. You could hang me, and I still would not do it. I love my Russia. All my thoughts are with it. I am homesick for my country. I could give my soul in slavery for 10,000 years for my country. I am being honest. It's the truth, Veda. I have shared with you all the pain there is in my heart and soul. I remember that I once told you that I would not die leaving my name covered with mud. But it might be that my sins were too grave. The delusions of our past will lead us to wisdom in the future. My work will not be accepted until the 20th century.
संभेदन दृष्टि वज्राय नमः ओम क्षमा सुरेंद्राय नमः ओम हरिपाद कंजनिषेवणालब्ध समस्त संपदे नमः ओम देवस्वभावाय नमः ओम दिविजद्रुमाय नमः ओम इष्टप्रदाय नमः ओम भव्यस्वरूपाय नमः ओम भवदुःखतूल संघाग्निचर्याय नमः ओम सुखधैर्यशालिने नमः ओम समस्त दुष्टग्रह निग्रहेशाय नमः ओम दुरत्ययोपप्लव सिंधु सेतवे नमः ओम निरस्तदोषाय नमः ओम निरवध्यवेशाय नमः ओम प्रत्यर्थिमूकध्वनिदानभाषाय नमः ओम विद्वत्परि